So, if we're doing Go Tell Aunt Rhody, this video is not for learning it the first time. All right, so here, let's do the Miss Mary thing and do the marmalade. I don't know why I suddenly decided marmalade, but we're gonna do marmalade right now for this video and do the middle part. We're gonna climb up. So here we go, where it's gonna be, of course, a long bow. Our jellos are gonna be very little and smooth, because if we remember, this is a lullaby. So we want it nice and smooth, and we're putting, I don't know, a puppy, a baby, a kitten to sleep. So really nice and smooth. Here we go. If you'd like, we'll do this first section in and watching, listening, and then you can repeat it with me. And we're going to end in the middle. All right, here we go. Now you can play with me. Full bow and excellent. All right, so then we're going to have an echo. And in our echo, we're going to get very, very soft, and we're going to shrink our bow to only be the middle to the tip. So from right here where we stopped, now from here to the tip is our full bow, and then our little bows are going to become really, really tiny. Here we go, nice and soft. We're not going to squeeze the bow or make it really heavy. We're just going to glide on top of it. Here we go, this is the echo. And glide all the way to the frog. And our elbow may be lifted a little bit more, so it'll really stay nice and gliding light over the string. So now that you saw that, now you can play with me. So we'll start at the middle, same notes but simplified. If you remember at the very end, it's much simpler. Here we go, C sharp. And here this E is what's simplified, and we're just going to glide all the way to the frog. Get that elbow with lots of balloons, right? Imagine 100, 1,000, 1,000,000, however many you need in order to glide to the frog. There you go. And then we'll be ready to do the bread portion of the sandwich, nice and strong with a full bow, and then our elbow can sink into the string and be nice and strong. All right, so now let's put that together with a loud marmalade, and then we'll go into the echo. Here we go. Half, and now the echo. And glide. Excellent. Now it's really important here when we glide up that we keep a good bow hold. So don't straighten out your fingers, okay? That's not going to help keeping it light. Holding on to everything and getting your elbow up. That's what's going to make it nice and light. This is actually going to cause the bow to possibly shake or to hit the other strings. So make sure your fingers are curved, your wrist is flat, your thumb is bent, good bow hold, and it's your elbow that's going to help you be nice and light. All right, one more time. Our marmalade section with the echo. There's our half. Now our echo. Sorry, I don't know why I did that string change. It doesn't belong there. So here is our echo. Keep that good bow hold, elbow up, and now let's glide. Awesome. Now we're ready to review the bread part. The bread part, while there we were climbing up, In the bread part, we go down. All right, here we go. And this one has no echo in it, so we get to be nice and loud the whole time. Big, little, for the most part, until the very end we have a 2 or a turtle in it. Here we go. Full. Full. Jello. Back to full. Roll over to the E. Here's a jello, a little E, and a twinkle D, and full bow. Jello, jello. And here's our 2. All right, so now hopefully that kind of opened up and got that memory opening and going, oh yeah, I remember lots of things about that. Let's review 2 things from there. That happens at the tip. So we've got our B, A, B, C sharp, ready, and. All right, again. So starting at the tip, deep breath, and a 3rd time. And they're all that size, small jellos. All right, and then of course that's going to end with a 2, taking it all the way up to the frog. Great. There's another jello, and that jello starts on the E, and then a twinkle D, E, and twinkle D, and they happen jello right next to each other. So we have to prepare 2 things. One, that this is going to happen. We're going to go to the A string for the twinkle D, and their elbow has to come up. So both of them have to do this little motion, right? And both. And then when you're comfortable, see how they work together? Ta-da! All right, so how fast that gets comfortable depends how many times we do it. But the secret is going to be how relaxed we are when we do it. If we tighten up, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Anytime we tighten up, it gets a little bit more challenging. However, engaging and tightening up are 2 different things. So, moving and dropping our finger down, that is engaging. Drop, lift, those are engaging. When we tighten up, we're going to use many more muscles we don't need. So our shoulders, our arms, everything's going to kind of huddle toward your center. That's tightening up. And when we tighten up, that produces tension. And we'll hear it in your sound. We'll also hear it in our intonation as well. But if you stay relaxed, we'll only use typically what we need. Okay? So hopefully that helps. Then there's another jello that we need. And it starts with a C sharp, and it's another up down. C sharp, B. Or our second finger, and then our first finger. So set up your second finger, or 1 and 2, both of them down. And we go to the 1. 2, 1. C sharp to a B. That's simple. So those are all of our jellos. And why do we practice the jellos? Because they move a little bit faster than everything else, right? Our blues are the whole bow. They take a little bit more time. The jellos are closer together. But the song doesn't go really fast because it's a lullaby, yeah? But we need to know what they are, and if we know what they are, and we're prepared for them, and we know, where they are in the piece, how much easier is that? Okay, so we've practiced them. Let's put them in the piece, in that bread section, in the phrase. So we're gonna start with our C sharp, and we're gonna climb down. Here we go, deep breath. question is, knowing that we practice all of those jellos, did playing this phrase now help you? I bet it did, even if it was just a little bit. So if you were to warm up the jellos and know what they are, when you go through the phrase, it's going to be like, hey, that was pretty awesome. So let's do this phrase again. C sharp. Here we go. Deep breath. Excellent. All right. So that's all the warm-up, and you have your A, your bread, your marmalade, and you now just play it in order. So you're all set to go through the whole thing, and at your own pace, it'll come back. Ta-da! So have fun, and it's all in your hands. It's all in there. It's just remembering. So great warm-up and great review. Have fun.